Welcome back, everyone. Moving on to a communication question on the test. So describe the transformations to transform this function, 3 to the power of x, to that function right there, -1/2 times 3 to the power of 3x plus 6 minus 5. Now, if you remember from the lecture videos, a transformed exponential function takes this general format. You may want to write this down here. Right? And then we can get the a value, the k value, the d value, the c value. So let's write that function that we are working with right below this general format. I'm not going to write f of x, I'm just going to write y. So we have -1/2, 3 to the power of 3x plus 6 minus 5. So what are the transformation values here? Well, a is the -1/2. The k value, notice here how we have to factor out the k value, right? The k value has to be by itself. So if we factor out a 3 from 3x plus 6, we'd be left with x plus 2 in the brackets. So this would be 3 bracket x plus 2. So just be careful with that. Sometimes you're going to have to factor out that k value before getting the transformation values. Okay, so the k value is 3 here. The d value is -2, right? It's the opposite sign. And then the c value is this -5 here. And then this 3 here, that is based on the parent function. Remember, for an exponential function, the parent function is always changing. So the parent function in this case is 3 to the power x. But this could be anything. It could be 1/2 to the power of x, 1/3 to the power of x, 5 to the power of x. Basically, this 3, this base, this b value, we don't use in the transformation values. That's based on the parent function. So we got our transformation values. Now we just have to describe the transformations. So when a value is -1/2, we know there's a vertical compression by 1/2, by a factor of 1/2. And because it's negative, there's a reflection in the x-axis. Actually, you know what? Let me take this arrow here, kind of point it downwards, just so you know that this is coming from this a value here. K value of 3, what transformation is that? That is a horizontal compression by the reciprocal of that, so 1/3. D value of -2 means that there's a shift 2 units left. And then a C value of -5 means there's a shift of 2 units down. And if you remember also that C value, if you were to take this and graph it, that would be the horizontal asymptote of the exponential function. Right? They didn't ask for that though. They just asked for the transformations, to take this to that, get the transformation values, right? First, make sure it's in the proper transformation format, get the transformation values, and then you could describe the transformations based on each value.